Hi everyone, this is Prashad Parthiban. Today I'm going to take a training on professional liability insurance. So before looking at it, let's see what is meant by profession and what is meant by liability. Profession is something where a person or organization that provides advice or guidance or any services that requires a specialized skill. Let's take an example. If you take a lawyer, he needs a specific license and specialized skills to provide required services. So what is meant by liability? Something bad happens to others due to you or your organization as a result of negligence. So if you combine both profession and liability, so anything that happens to the third party, which is someone else due to your profession, then you use professional liability insurance. So otherwise, you also call that as errors and omissions insurance, which means you do your day-to-day work as part of your specialized skill and you recommend something or you give some advice to someone else. As a result, they have a financial loss. That's where you use this professional liability insurance. So we will give some examples down the line. Now, what kind of coverage it gives? What kind of coverage we get from professional liability insurance? The first and foremost coverage is defense cost. Say some customers files a case against your company saying that this particular person, a doctor, have given me a treatment, wrong treatment. As a result, I had so and so pain and suffering and loss, financial loss. Then what happens is, irrespective of who is at fault, he is going to file a case. Then the insurance company is going to work on behalf of the customer to cover the legal cost. Second kind of coverage is settlement, right? Say for some reason, whatever the legal case the customer have filed is legitimate, then the required amount will be paid by the insurance company. All these things should happen due to your negligence or misrepresentations or inaccurate advice or any kind of personal injury. And if there is something like intended loss, say like you have a company, you purposefully have created loss to your customers, and that's not going to be covered. Anything due to your negligence or misrepresentation, that's where this professional liability insurance is going to help you. Couple of examples like real estate agents, doctors, insurance brokers, any specific technology consultants who are specific on a specific product or any unique skill set. Now, the common question most of them have asked me is like, general liability is also going to cover third party, which means something happens to your customers, then general liability is going to help. Then what is the need of professional liability? So let's take a few examples. In case of general liability, the core coverages that we get is to cover bodily injury or property damage. Example, if a customer comes to your office, due to a wet floor, he slips and he injures his hand or leg, then you use general liability. That's what you're seeing it here. Customer slips in your wet floor, then you use general liability coverage. Or say your employee goes to your customer's location, right? And he is doing his day-to-day services. As a result, say he is using a hammer to build a kind of wall or something, and the hammer slips and it damages the customer's property, third party. Then you use property coverage, which is also in turn general liability. Or personal injury, like copyright infringement, like your company is using some advertisements which has been initially kind of invented or found out by a third party companies. Then they can file a case against you. That's also going to be part of general liability. Coming to professional liability, like as I told you, anything that results due to your profession, like you give some valuable advice to customers, or you kind of if you see this example, the insurance broker is going to understand all the loss exposures. Like when you say loss exposures, for if you are going to recommend a homeowner's policy, he goes to the home and looks at all the properties or personal properties or the structures and recommends some kind of coverages. Say some loss happens and if there are no adequate coverages, then what happens? Insurance, the homeowners can always file a professional liability claim against the broker, saying that the broker is the one who came to our home and he looked at all our loss exposures. Still, he could not recommend us the correct coverage. So these are some of the examples. So as I told you, professional liability is used when there is a error that happens due to your profession. And general liability is used when something happens to third party, maybe due to bodily injury or property damage. I hope you like my training videos. If you like my training videos, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.